Today we'll be tackling tough fabrics like faux leather and vinyl. Stick around and I'll show you which presser foot to use to avoid headaches. You probably thought I was going to say the non-stick foot. Technically, you wouldn't be wrong. This particular foot does work well with vinyl and faux leather. However, we are going to focus on the roller foot. Hey everybody, Trisha here with Sewing Parts Online. So let's get started. The roller foot has these little cylinders that rotate as you sew. It grips the fabric, so as you sew, it helps feed the fabric through evenly. Because the fabric is being fed from both the top and the bottom, the layers of fabric stay together and avoid slippage. If you've ever sewn with fabric that keeps moving on you, you know that this is a big deal. Another cool feature about the roller foot is it has a wide opening. This allows you to not only sew your straight stitch, but you can do a zigzag stitch or even decorative stitches. It also has an opening on the front where if you're sewing any ribbon or rickrack, you can easily see what you're doing. You may have heard a similar description for another foot, the walking foot. This too has little teeth that work in unison with the feed dogs pulling that fabric through. However, this one, to install it, you do have to put this little bar over the needle clamp screw. Sometimes your machine screw is just too short to install this, so if this is not an option, then the roller foot is a fantastic alternative. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. That way you'll get notified of any future video that we have. So you may be thinking to yourself, roller foot, non-stick foot, walking foot, like which one do I use? Well, you'll often find that several different feet will help produce the same results. But you'll also find that certain feet work better for you in different scenarios. So for example, the roller foot is intended to be used with materials that slip, right? One in particular would be knits. And it does work very well with knits, but I almost exclusively use my walking foot when I'm sewing knits, because I have found that it works really well with my machine and I know the settings that I need to use and I get really good results. So that one I don't really mess with. But as another example, the non-stick foot works fantastic with vinyl and leather. However, in trying the roller foot, I actually am a bigger fan of the roller foot than the non-stick foot when it comes to the leather. Now with the vinyl, I like the non-stick foot. So it's just a matter of your machine and your preference. It's just nice knowing that you've got alternative options. Just out of curiosity, have you used the roller foot before? And if so, which fabric did you use it on? Comment below. Look how flawlessly the fabric moves through. I'm using a very simple mechanical machine and it is sewing beautifully. Just remember that with these types of materials, you do need to increase your stitch length. Stitches that are too close together perforate the fabric and can easily rip at the seam. I am using a medium stitch length, which on this particular machine is a 3. As always, test on scraps. Your stitch length and tension will vary depending on what you're sewing. Always consult your manual for recommendations. I know I said this video was on the roller foot, but I had to give props to the walking foot and the non-stick foot. If you haven't seen those videos, take a moment to check those out. It's awesome to know that if one foot doesn't work well for you, then you've got another option. Until next time, happy sewing, everybody.